Okay, okay. I know this is technically a horror action film, but you know what? I don't care. This is a fun fantasy action horror comedy. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters is a dark fantasy action horror comedy film directed and written by Tommy Wirkola, and is a continuation to the fairy tale in which they grow up and they work as a duo of witch exterminators for hire. And this movie stars Jeremy Renner, Gemma Arterton, Famke Janssen, Stormare, Thomas Mann, Pihla Vittala, and Mears. And Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, what happens is, this is the story. Abandoned by their father deep in the forest, a younger Hansel and Gretel enter a gingerbread house and they are captured by a cannibalistic witch. And the witch forces Hansel to continuously eat candy to fatten him up, and enslaves Gretel by ordering her to prepare the oven. The siblings then outsmart her and incinerate her in the fire of the oven. And so in the 15 years that follow, Hansel and Gretel becomes famed witch hunters, and they kill hundreds of witches. And the pair find themselves somehow immune to spells and curses. But the incident in the gingerbread house has left Hansel diabetic, and so he needs a shot of insulin every few hours or he will get sick and die. So they then have came of age as skilled bounty hunters, and so hell-bent on retribution, they have dedicated their lives to hunting down and destroying every witch still lurking in the dark forests of their homeland. So as the notorious blood moon approaches, they face a greater evil, and one that can hold the secrets to their terrifying past, which is Famke Janssen as the villain. Now, this was one of the most hated films of 2013, okay? One of the most hated movies of 2013, but then critics hated it, but horror fans and audiences, they responded it well. And they say it's unpretentiously entertaining. Now, the problems do lie in this film, and of course, the big problem is the violence. The violence is gratuitous. It is overly gory, but in some parts of this movie I accept it. Some of this movie, however, it is just a little bit too much. A little bit too much, and you could tone it down a bit. But it is labeled as a horror film and horror action comedy. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows what it is. It knows it's dumb fun, and I do have fun with this movie ever since I first watched it. I really like the acting in this movie. I like the acting here. Jeremy Renner as Hansel. Really liked him in this movie. Now, this was supposed to come out in 2012, but it was delayed for 10 months. So, because of Jeremy Renner's appearances in the first Avengers movie and The Bourne Legacy, and to give the director time to shoot a post-credit scene. So, Jeremy Renner, he plays Hansel, and he's great here as Hansel. He's great. I like him in the movie. I thought he was really great. You got Gemma Arterton. I know she is an actress from UK. I know. Hey, I like this. This is what happens when you show. We like to show your equal side and respect all people from different parts of the world. I like to give them credit. If you can act, I give you credit. If you cannot act or impress me in a movie, I'll say something about it. But Gemma Arterton, she's great here. I really like her. She's beautiful here. I thought she may not have been the best choice for Gretel, but she's great. I like the concept here, and the concept is pretty cool. I really love the concept. It's very fun, it's very cool, it's very fast, it's very entertaining. And they're basically hunting down witches and killing them. The production design is really good. I like the costumes, I like the weaponry, and the effects are pretty good. For $50 million, the effects are really good, and the technical aspects are really good. You also got Famke Janssen here as the witch, Muriel. I like the love interest, Pihla Vittala, who befriends Hansel and Gretel. Thomas Mann, he's the fan of Hansel and Gretel. And you got Mears doing the in-suit performance as Edward. And Robin Atkin-Downs, who did motion capture work for Doomsday, does Edward, the voice of Edward, the troll. You also got Peter Stormare here, and those are the only actors I can remember, because everyone else is from different space. The script is not the best script in the world, but I guess you get something behind it. You do get something behind it, and I don't mind. I like the music. I like the music here. I think the music is pretty well done. I like the color scheming. And there were 2 cuts of this movie. One cut was PG-13, but the R-rated cut was better. So, yeah. Hans Zimmer, he was an executive music producer on this film, so that was pretty cool. But Atli Orvarsson's music does show throughout the entire score. And it's a fun, entertaining thrill ride. It's not. I do like the humor. I do like the blood and gore. But some of it, like I said, it can be way too much. But the film was a success, and they're still trying to do a sequel to it. So, and it does have a cult following. So, okay. I enjoy Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and I'm gonna give it, I highly recommend it. Let me know what you guys think about Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I will see you guys in the next video. This is Future Filmmaker 39480, and you guys keep it cool.